Did you intend to bring me to America to leave me so that you can go back home and eat all the chicken to yourself without me and then leave me here stranded for the rest of my life with nowhere to go and people who don't know me and I don't know them? What is up, guys? Thank you so much for checking back into my channel. Really appreciate the fact that you guys are here. Sincerely, thank you so much. Big up yourselves for clicking on this video. It's me, your boy Baba Spark, checking in with another story time. I remember when we were allowed to travel. It was this thing needs to end. Corona, get out. I remember the first time actually that I got the opportunity to travel to the States. It was so exciting because sincerely, like the first time you get to go to a new country, like obviously it's gonna be fun. It's new, it's a new experience altogether. New people, everything is different. You get to learn new things, right? So I was excited. So for me, culture shock kinda started, we didn't even land yet, like we were still in the air. But I remember glancing out the window and the first thing that I'm seeing, guys, imagine America has trees. I was so shocked. That's actually something that I was confused about because if you were like me at the time, my only interaction with the States is movies, right? And any movie that you watch, you tell me if you've ever seen a tree in one of them. I'll wait. I will wait for that comment. Please comment down if you've seen a tree in America. So in my mind, all I pictured or what I expected was like skyscrapers and tall buildings, pretty much New York City. Like that's where everything is filmed, right? So I look out and I'm seeing trees and forests and I'm like, I kid you not, I turned to my mom, Mom, America has trees. And I was super loud, so she looked at me, she's like, Martin, no, that. She was so disappointed and like I could hear people like giggling. Yeah. I'm sorry I embarrass you, mother. I'm sorry I embarrass you, mom. So it was fun for me. That was actually a really cool experience. I didn't know there were trees, so it was exciting. So my sister actually lives in the States, right? So she's the one who came to pick us up at the airport. She was hosting us for the entire trip. It was fun to see her. I hadn't seen her in a very long time. So reminiscing about life and everything was actually really fun for me. One of the activities that she had in store for us was a picnic. My sister had all of her friends get together. All of her friends brought their kids along. Their kids just happened to be my age. So you know that awkward situation that parents, I don't know why they do this, but you know how they like bring two people and they're like, hi, this is Martin. Hi, this is so-and-so. Now be friends. Go. It was that situation for me. I was literally brought out and I was displayed like, here, go make friends. I'm like, wow, this isn't awkward at all. Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. But you know, I really did my best. We tried, it was great. There's actually a football tournament. That's right, I said it. Football, not soccer, please. Get your facts straight. So there's a football tournament and I'm like, yes, this is where I can dominate. I'm good at this. This is my skill set. I was actually pretty good at football. I miss those days. So it was a tournament. We got the opportunity to play games. You know, our team won, obviously. Just humble brag a bit. No, we didn't win. We didn't win. Anyway, but we had fun. So the end of the day came, you know, we had a good time and my sister decides, you know what, I have an idea. She's like, Martin, you look like you really enjoyed yourself today. I'm like, yeah, I did. And she tells me, these guys are having a sleepover. Why don't you join them? I'm like, excuse me, I don't really know these people, so that's not happening. And in my head, because I'm like extra, so in my head I'm like, Mom, was this the whole plan? Did you intend to bring me to America to leave me so that you can go back home and eat all the chicken to yourself without me and then leave me here stranded for the rest of my life with nowhere to go and people who don't know me and I don't know them? I was scared. I was actually terrified because, like, honestly, it's a strange land. You don't know people there and you're just being told to go sleep with random people. Excuse me. What? We ain't doing that here. No. No. No, but that was in my head, because in reality I was actually just like, you know what, why not? Let's make new friends. I actually watched my mom and my sister drive off, and I was just panicked because this was actually happening. Why would I put myself in a situation like this? So I get into their car. It's kind of awkward, but it's a new experience, and I'm doing my best to try and make friends, right? So eventually you get to their house, and it's kind of awkward because we don't really have that much to talk about. So someone suggests, let's go down to the basement. And when we go down to the basement, we find FIFA. Now, this is another point for me because I am pretty much just the king of FIFA. I've said it. I'm looking for challenges. If you want to try me, come at me. But I think I'm really good at FIFA. So we get to playing and I'm actually dominating, like I'm doing the most. Yo, we were playing this game called Winner Stays. So if you win a game, you stay. Who would have thought about that? Like, come on, Martin, it's in the name. But anyway, so we were playing the game and I was winning. Like, I literally played everyone and circled everyone. I don't know. My childhood was very filled with PlayStation, so I was very well versed with the game. That was like a highlight for me, and it was a really interesting tension breaker. In fact, someone didn't know my name, but they just knew that I was good at FIFA, so they called me. They were like, "Yo, kid who's good at FIFA." I'm like, "That's not my name, but I like the title. I can keep it. I don't mind." Just disclaimer: I'm not the best. Just throwing that out there. I feel like someone out there feels like they could massacre me, and it's okay. So it's about time we get down to talking, getting to know each other, socializing and everything. So here I am, a little Kenyan boy in a foreign land. So I become the topic of conversation. They're like, "You're from Africa?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm actually Kenyan." "Yeah." They're like, "Yeah, so what's it like in Africa?" I'm like, "Come on, guys. First of all, it's kind of a personal thing, but I don't like when people generalize Africa, you know, just make it seem like it's an entire country on its own. Like, I'm Kenyan, and I would appreciate it if I'm called a Kenyan, you know. It's just a personal thing. I understand, yes, I am in general African, but I'd rather be called a Kenyan. So they're like, "You're from Africa?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm actually Kenyan. What's it like in Africa?" And then just in that general direction, they start to ask me such, God bless their souls, but do you live with lions and stuff? Do you guys actually have lions in... Okay, technically, yes, Kenya and Nairobi does have a national park in the CBD, next to the CBD, but come on, like, that's to dawn on me. These guys really don't know much about our culture. They don't know much about where I'm from. They don't know much about that type of society. You know, I kind of got the impression from them that the only image they have of Africa is wakanda forever, you know, something like that, you know. That's... Onto that, actually, it's kind of really sad how there are people out there who genuinely think Wakanda is a country. Y'all are not serious. Y'all are just not serious. This isn't actually a country in Africa. I'm just saying, just getting that out there. The fact is, there are people out there who actually believe that that was a portrayal of what African culture really is like. Anyway, so it got me to think, why don't we interact more and talk about culture? Why is it not such a big deal? Because I was reading the scriptures, I was reading Philippians chapter 2 and verse 10, and it says, "At the name of Jesus, every knee should bow, of things of heaven and things of earth, and things under the earth, and that every tongue should confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father." Now, for me, emphasis is brought about by the fact that he says literally every knee and every tongue will confess. Not knees from China will confess, and then tongues from America will confess. You know, literally everyone, no matter whatever culture you're in, no matter where you come from, is going to confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. So with that in mind, it really wouldn't matter where you're raised, you know. It really would, and we're gonna have to eventually interact with multiple cultures, multiple ethnicities. There is coming a time when there'll be like this whole multi-ethnic group of people that will be bowing down to God. And this is actually described in Revelation chapter 9 and verse 10. And it says, "And this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, "Salvation to our God, whom sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb." That's actually going to become a reality. I mean, we're told in the scriptures that there are going to be all these different groups of people coming together simply just to bow down to God. It doesn't matter whether you're from Canada, whether you're from England, whether you're from South Africa, whether you're from Betsimisaraka. It doesn't matter where you come from, whether you're from Kenya, all of us will one day come before the throne of God and just bow down and worship Him. And I kind of look forward to that. I'm kind of in awe to think about the element of Betsimisaraka over there showing us how to worship God. Or this element of South Africa, I don't know if that's racist. The people of South Africa coming together to show us how to worship God. People of Kenya coming together to show us how to worship. People of NLC, plug NLC, to come and show us how to worship God. It's really cool to think about this multiple groups of people showing us this different diversity, So it's something we look forward to, but I ask myself, why can't it be replicated now? Why can't we start building towards that as opposed to just jumping out into it? It baffles me how we're still talking about issues of race, for instance. Like, that's not something that we should be doing. But the thing is, I can't just sit here and point fingers, I'm guilty of some of these things. I remember a time I went to Spain and I am not conversed at all with the Spanish culture. So that's a story for another day. But just a teaser, it's the first time that I was exposed to a nude beach. I'm cringing about it as we speak because in Kenya, we just cover up, But see, at the time I had no idea about Spanish culture. So it's something that even I still need to learn about. And I'm encouraging you guys to do the same thing. Experience culture, learn about people, learn about different cultures, tribes, nations, tongues, learn about them, get to know one another, because eventually it's gonna happen. Question is, will you be ready for that? Anyway, that was my story. I'm really hoping that was beneficial to you guys. I'm gonna catch you next time for another story time. Yeah. Okay, we'll wait for the train. I'm happy. Footage wasn't too bad. Ouch. Mom, was this the plan the whole time? Did you have the intention of coming? That's a train, isn't it? Even that train will be worshipping God. I mean, this kind of illustrates Revelation 9 and 10. Man, the footage is perfect. People are coming home. Really hit the skate. What's happening?